Hello, Friendelgia friends! Today we're going to be learning how to write the rest of the alphabet. In the past video, we learned A through M. Now we are going to be learning N through Z. First up is the letter N. To make the letter N, you start at the blue line, go up to the red line, down to the blue line, and back up to the red line. Let's try that again. Blue to red, red to blue, and blue to red. One more time. Blue to red, red to blue, blue to red. Blue to red, red to blue, blue to red. And now you've made a capital uppercase N. Now we're going to learn the letter O. O is a little bit of a harder one because it's one big circle. You start at the red line and you go around to the blue line and back up to the red line. This one's going to take a lot of practice. Ready? Red to blue and up back to the red. Ready? Red down to blue and back up to red. One more time. Red around to blue and back up to red. It's kind of like a C, except you finish it all the way up. One more time. Red to blue, back up to red. And now you've made capital O's. Now we're going to make the letter P. P is very similar to the letter B. You start at red, you go down to blue, pick your pen up, go back to red, and go around to the dots. That's the letter P. Let's do it again. Red to blue, pick your pen up, go to red, and around. Try it again. Red to blue, pick your pen up and go around. One more time. Red to blue, pick your pen up to red and go around to the dots. And now you've made the letter P. Now we're going to make the letter Q. Q is similar to O. You start at the red line, you go around to blue and back up to the red, kind of like an O, but you add a line. That's how you make a capital uppercase Q. Let's do it again. Red around to blue, back up to red, and a line. Again, red down to blue, back up to red, and a line. One more time. Red around down to blue, around back up to red, and a line. Now you've made capital Q. Next up is the letter R. It's kind of like a P and a K came together. Let's try it out. Red line down to blue, red around to the dotted line like a P, and then dotted line down to the blue. Now you have a capital R. Let's try it again. Red down to blue, back up to red, around to the dotted line, down to blue. Red to blue, red to the dotted line to blue. Red to blue, red around to the dotted line, and dotted line down to blue. Now you've made capital R. Okay, now we're going to do kind of a tricky one. That's the letter S. S is a little tricky because you don't really touch the lines. So let me show you. You start in the middle of the red and the dotted line. You go up, bring it around and go across, bring it around and go up. See how it's a little tricky? Let's try it again. You start in the middle of the red and the dotted line. You go up to the red, you bring it around, go down to the blue, and you bring it up almost to the dots. Let's try it again. Start in the middle, go up, go down, go up. Do it again. Go up, bring it around, go down, go up. One more time. Start in the middle, go up to red, bring it down to blue, and go up. This one's going to take a lot of practice. You can just keep rewinding and watching me do it, or you can practice on your own and just keep going up and down, up and down. Next up, we have the letter T. To make a T, you start at the red, go down to the blue, go back up to the red, and give it a hat. Let's try it again. Red to blue, and cross your T. Again, red to blue, and cross your T. Again, red to blue, and cross your T. And now you've made a T. Next up is a capital U. To make a U, you start at the red, you go down to the blue, drag it over and go back up to the red. And now you've made a U. Ready? Red, around and up to blue. Ready? Red, around to blue and up to red. One more time. Red, down to blue and up. All right, next is the capital V. V is kind of like U, but it has straight lines instead of the curved line. So to make a V, you start at the red, you go down to blue, and then you go up to red. Let's try that again. Red, down to blue, and then up to red. Down, up, down, up. And now you've made capital V's. Next is a capital W. W is kind of easier because it's straight lines. You start at red, down to blue, up to the dots, down to blue, up to red. It's kind of like an upside down M. Ready? Red to blue, up to the dots, down to blue, up to red. Down, halfway up, down, all the way up. Down, up, down, up. And now you've made capital W's. Next is a letter X. To make the letter X, you start at red and you're going to go across. So you go boop to blue, and then you go to red and you go across to blue. Make X marks the spot like a pirate. Ready? Red to blue, red to blue, red to blue, red to blue. Remember to cross in the middle at the dotted line. Red to blue, red to blue. Cross in the middle to make it an X marks the spot like a pirate. Now we have the letter Y. To make the letter Y, you start the red, go to the dotted line, and go back up to the red, and then you draw a line down. Now you have a Y. Ready? Line to the dotted, back up to the red, and down. Ready? Red to the dot, back up to the red, and bring it to the down to the blue. Red to the dots, dots to the red, and bring it down to the blue. And now you made the letter Y. Okay, friends, we've made it to the letter Z. Z is a little tricky like the letter S, but you'll get it with practice. To make the letter Z, you go over on the red, down all the way to the blue, and over on the blue. Let's try that again. Over on the red, down to the blue, over on the blue. Ready? Over, down, over. Over, down, over. That's a tricky one, but if you practice, you will definitely get it. And now you know how to write N through Z.